Andrew McCart, iFLTV, delighted to be joined by Mr. Shannon Briggs, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world. How are you, sir?
I'm good, champ. How you doing, brother?
I'm very, very good. Very, very good. All the better for having a good chat with you today because I love talking boxing and you love your boxing. You love a heavyweight scrap and there's so much to talk about. But I want to just jump straight into the deep end if you don't mind. Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, what's going to happen?
It's going to be a tough fight for a round or two. Of course, AJ has to be careful, but I think it's going to be a great fight for a couple rounds. Two guys, you're going to see first who can establish the jab first. And in this case, the jab wins the fight, and who can land that big right hand first. Who can land first? So who sets up the jab, establishes the jab, and let that right hand go. That's the person that's going to win the fight. I'm leaning towards Anthony Joshua based off experience, based off he throws his right hand straighter, a little straighter. You see, Dubois, he has a great overhand right. His right hand is but one thing about Anthony's, it's perfect. That right hand is perfect down the pipe, just like out of a gun. He shoots it straight like an arrow. That right hand, who gets to the destination first, and they say the straighter line gets to the destination first. So hey, that right hand land is good night, Irene.
You said that whoever lands first. Is this fight as simple as that? Is it a case of just whoever lands first wins this fight?
No. It's who established the jab, feet position, foot position, jab, who can land the jab, who's going to bite on the fakes. And I think that, and also speed. I think Joshua's just a beat faster, one beat faster. Speed is important in this fight. Now, listen to me now. This you can't take away from Dubois. Daniel is tough. Daniel is tough. Daniel has a lot to prove. Daniel's big. He's strong. He's tough. He's shown he could take a shellacking. He's shown, he had the fight where, he was stopped, things have happened, but he's gotten stronger from that. See, some people in life, when they have accidents, they don't heal back the same, right? Think about it. You have a car accident. Some people bones don't heal back the same. Some people do. Some people heal stronger. Some people heal faster. He healed and came back each time and got tougher. Look, from getting, I think, punched in the eye and quitting against Joe Joyce to having tougher fights where he got hit with the low blow or he threw the low blow. Usyk didn't get up. It wasn't really no low blow. So he could have became heavyweight champion. Who knows? Who knows? So now he got tougher. He took losses, but he got tougher each time. He healed back better, champ. He healed back better. So I think he's gotten tougher. I think, but when I think about that right hand that Joshua hit in Ghana Wood, it was one of the prettiest right hands in boxing history. It was perfect. It was straight. It was right to the chin. It was perfect. It was beautiful. And when you look back in history, that's going to be the definite. It reminded me of Tommy Hearns when he hit Duran.
Yes. That when Duran was on the ropes, and he fell forward, face planted. Yes, I remember that one, champ. Yeah.
It reminded me of that.
Yeah, it was a perfect right hand. And when you spoke about Daniel Dubois healing tougher, you can almost say the same for Anthony Joshua in his last couple of performances because there's a lot talked about his mentality leading up to the Hellenius fight and maybe even the Franklin fight. But it seems like he's got his, what's the word I'm looking for? He's got his mojo back. And then Daniel Dubois got his mojo back. So it seems like it's just going to, it's perfect timing for both of them.
Perfect timing, champion. Perfect timing.
And
perfect timing for both of them. A great fight for the UK. Two big boys squaring it off. Man, I wish I was there, champ. I gotta be honest with you.
Shannon, why?
It's nothing like. Let me tell you something. All my career, I hadn't fought in England. My last boxing fight to date was in England, in the UK. To date. So So I say that if I never fight again, I ended my career in the birthplace of boxing. If I never fight again, I can always say I ended my career in England, which was a dream come true for me to fight in England. The roar, the crowd, the fans, they love boxing. I've never seen nothing like that. I wish I was there. To all the people that's gonna be there at the fight, man, you're gonna be a part of history or something great. I know you guys gonna have fun. It's gonna be amazing.
Shannon, it would have been a lot more fun if you were there screaming, "Let's go, champ," and mixing it up at the weigh-ins. And so, come on, man. Jump on
Yeah,
a flight. Come on.
I might jump on a flight, champ. It ain't too late.
Shannon, I've got to get your thoughts on it now. I don't know what you've heard out in the US, but there was a Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua sparred a long time ago, and there's been a lot made of that. Daniel Dubois cracked Joshua. Maybe people are saying that Joshua went down, took a knee, whatever it was. You know yourself, sparring is different than a fight, right? So, what can you
Yes.
read into this, if anything?
Man, I didn't know that, champ. That's new information. I'm glad I heard that. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about something like that, except, like I said, two big men. I think that Josh was a tad bit faster. Do I think that sparring could have affected a guy like Joshua in this later age, having become champion a few times? No, I think he sees weakness in Daniel. But you never know with Joshua, man. You never know, because one thing about Joshua, we've seen him at his best, and we've seen him in defeat, and we've seen him come avenge that as well, like he did with Andy Ruiz. Now, was it the same Andy Ruiz that beat him that night? No, but he took that well. That's why you got to give so much um, testament to both men. Both men, like you said, champ, like you said, both men have had their ups and downs. So this makes for a make it or break it fight, and not even a make it or break it, but a war between these guys, a war, but a war between these guys, because it's personal. Now knowing that they sparred, and now knowing that they're two big dudes from England, it's gonna be everything on the line. It's gonna be I rather die than lose.
I think that's the mentality of both fighters. Anthony Joshua wins, let's say, or Daniel Dubois wins. For British fight fans here, especially here in the UK, there's nothing we want more to see a Tyson Fury for Anthony Joshua fight. Now, I'm going to get your thoughts on Tyson Fury. You spoke about Anthony Joshua avenging his loss to Andy Ruiz. It's going to be a lot tougher for Tyson Fury to do it against Usyk. I know you watched the first fight, but the rematch. Can Tyson Fury get that win back?
He never lost before. This is his first loss. I have my personal feelings, and and when I say personal, meaning me as a fighter, when I think about the wealth that these guys have made, and that they're still able to go, it's like, wow. So sometimes I always throw this fact in my mind, like, hey, is this guy still hungry? So I'm always wondering, like, damn, a guy like Tyson made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Is he still hungry? So that's my question mark for him. Okay, that's my question mark for him. Is he still hungry? Styles make fights. Now but again, you can never count Tyson Fury out. You don't know if he's gonna come out right-handed or left-handed. You don't know if he's gonna mug him like he did Deontay Wilder, the third fight, mug him and just make it a, you know what I'm saying? Or is he gonna box? So, and we don't know if he can mug. Maybe he goes back and says, yo, I fought that fight wrong. You know what I'm saying? I fought that fight wrong. I was curious to why he didn't use his legs more and walking him. He was going back to the ropes a lot. Maybe he makes adjustments. Maybe he goes back to the drum and say, this fight, I'm gonna mug him. I'm gonna go just make it I'm gonna lay on him and I'm gonna outwear him. Now, can Usyk conditioning take it? Tyson might switch up and say, I was too light for this fight. I tried to box. I might this fight, just go in big as I can and lay on him and wear him down and try to knock him out. Maybe he's gonna take a different approach. He's always, sometimes you gotta do something else. Other ways to skin a cat.
No, that reminds me of Shannon. First Wilder fight, came in light, tried to box him. Second Wilder fight, he came in heavy, put it on him.
You see that? You never know with Tyson Fury. So again, that's another fight, another great fight with a lot of question marks. Same with Joshua and Dubois, question marks. Damn, who gonna land first? Who got the better chin?
Mm.
Who's faster? It's some question marks, man. Who can take it? Now listen to me. What if Dubois start going to the body, which might be smart?
And you're not the
So,
only person that's mentioned that to me.
huh?
You're not the only person to mention that to me. That's been mentioned to me as well by a couple of people in the boxing world. So it's a tactic. It's there.
But you got to pay to get close. Can he
Mm-hmm.
take it? Can he take the nuclear that he gonna have to take coming in? Can he take the nuclear? It's gonna be nuclear. You gonna get in, but you're gonna be facing nuclear bombs. You going some of that nuclear gonna land. And can you take it and be okay? I got there to get inside. To get inside. Now, if you get put back outside, you got to get back in again. To take the nuclear, get back inside. Each time you're trying to go back inside, you're losing. You're taking more damage hits. Just like on a video game, you're taking damage hits. You know, it could take one nuclear, or it could take a whole bunch of smaller nuclears till you wear down. So can he take it? Now, he been showing he tough. So maybe he can say, yo, I'm gonna take it. And maybe Joshua falters and says, I'm getting tired because he's taking it. How much can he and start holding, looking to hold. Now you got to drag out war. You got to drag out war that the people want to see.
Yeah, well, that's this music to our ears. Shannon, when you look at the back in your day, the heavyweights fought each other. Lennox Lewis, yourself, all these guys, Vitaly Klitschko, you know what I mean? The guys that you fought, you fought each other. And then the heavyweight division sort of took that spell where it was quiet. It came back a little bit. Now it seems it's on fire right now. We're getting the fights we want to see. We've got an undisputed heavyweight world champion in Usyk, the first one since Lewis did it. And then, well, I think it was, don't quote me on this, was it 2003 or 1999? I can't quite remember. But we've got so we're seeing the division on fire again. How excited are you, as a former heavyweight, to see this happening?
I'm super excited. I'm in love with boxing again, and I'm in love with the fact that you know, it's gonna only get better, man. You know, it's only gonna get better because it's called programming for a reason. You know, the people today are seeing more boxing than they've ever seen in the history of boxing, thanks to guys like Jake and Logan Paul, who brought all the kids who watching boxing now. Everyone wants to box, do a exhibition, or you know, some type of boxing event involved in boxing with YouTubers. So in the history of the planet, more people have seen. Of course, we got more people, but because of the phones and the tablets and all of that, more people now seeing boxing than any other time in history. So I think it's great that you got this era happening, and more kids is going to get into boxing now. More and more. Look, you everywhere you go, women boxing has grown 100%. You know, you go down the street, there's boxing gyms where women are boxing. You know, kids are boxing. Everyone's boxing, and that's great for the sport. So I'm happy. And as a heavyweight boxer, it's gonna get even better.
Shannon, I'll ask you a quick question on this, right? Because you grew up you were fighting when I was a kid, when I was a young boy watching boxing with my dad, and you didn't go the distance many times. You didn't like to hear that 12th bell.
No.
So when you look at these modern heavyweights, the Joshuas, the Wilders, the Furies, who would you like to face in your prime? If you had prime versus prime, and you against a modern heavyweight, what name would you have? Would you like to face?
Man, I can't tell you one off the top, man, because you know, that was a long time. I'm an old man. I'm 52,000 years old. I'm 52,000 years old, champ. I just admire the fact that today's technology and it's grown in a sense, whereas technology in regards to medicine, health, what they learned in regards to like how to rest, what to eat, it's gotten so much better. Humanity has learned so much now that it's amazing, you know.
Mhm.
You got to pardon my distraction. There's some deer in my backyard right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if you can see them.
No, I can't see. No.
Okay, but I got some deer here.
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. But um, I'm going to end it on this because I saw a news clip of an American news anchor talking about the Brownsville Boxing Academy. I know that you're heavily involved with it. I can see the Brownsville boxing T-shirt that you've got on right now. You're proud to come from Brownsville. There's been many a champion from Brownsville: Mike Tyson, yourself, Danny Jacobs. He was from Brownsville, I believe. Curtis Stevens. I remember Curtis Stevens back in the day as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Shushu Carrington, Bruce Carrington.
Riddick Bowe. You forgot Riddick Bowe.
Riddick Bowe. There you go. See, listen, Riddick Bowe from Brownsville. So that just talk to me about this gym that you're involved in right now.
Man, it's a boxing education school. You know what I mean? It's really a boxing education school where you go to learn everything in the discipline of boxing, from sportscasting, commentating, judge, referee, cut man, cut woman, everything within the sport of boxing. And we happen to have a boxing team, you know, and we're going to be doing shows and doing events. So I decided to take this back to my neighborhood where I'm from, Brownsville, Brooklyn. You got 7 champions from the town, and we don't even have a gym. So my goal was to, as a kid coming back as a homeless teenager, and even as a homeless teenager, my goal was to come back one day and do what I'm doing now. So dreams come true. I'm in the process of opening up now. So if anyone wants to help support, they can check out the GoFundMe, and support the Brownsville Boxing Academy.
Shannon, I know Brownsville because I've heard Mike Tyson talk about it. I've heard yourself talk about it. I've heard Danny Jacobs. It's a tough place to grow up. Do you know what I mean? There's not many opportunities in Brownsville. And for you to bring a boxing gym to your home neighborhood, what does that mean for you? Are you hoping to get the next Mike Tyson, the next Shannon Briggs through them doors so we can go on and showcase their talent and become world champions themselves?
That's the purpose. That's the goal. Not only to find the next Mike Tyson or the next Shannon Briggs or Riddick Bowe, to find the next Michael Buffer, to find the next Tony Weeks. Tony Weeks is from Brownsville.
Or
Tony
me.
Weeks. That's what I was going to tell you. Or you. You know what I'm saying? And I would love, it'd be an honor to have you hopefully come to America, come to the gym and do some of your podcasts and teach the kids how, and give them your experience and how they can possibly follow in your footsteps.
Love that. I would love that. I would jump at that opportunity, Shannon. 100%.
Yes,
I would jump at that. I'll end it on this one final one then. Like I said to you, you didn't like going to 12 rounds. You always looked for that knockout. AJ Dubois, this isn't going 12 rounds, is it?
Nah, I get it going 3 of 3.
3-round war.
3. I'm gonna stretch it to 5. Under 5 rounds. It don't go over 5. I say within the first 3.
Shannon, listen, mate, I appreciate your time. I hope the Brownsville Boxing Academy all the luck in the world. If there's a GoFundMe link, I'll speak to Mike. I'll get the link. I'll put it on the bottom of this video. So if you want to,
thank you, champ.
Anytime, champ. And you know what? I'm going to end on this. Give me a let's go, champ.
Ooh, let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Thanks, champ. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, brother, champ. Thank you.